Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is a little bit of a different read here. If you're a newcomer to the channel, warm welcome. Then you don't know what I'm talking about, but I am pivoting a little bit, focusing on your character, what you're about, what you're up to, and then someone that you're dealing with in your life. And if you find that the person that I'm describing more sounds like you, and you that I'm describing sounds like more like them, then feel free to swap the characters around. And I hope this is going to be helpful for you, as we're also going to find perhaps like a solution or like guidance around the situation. So, what do we have, please, for Cancer? And think of it as 6 weeks into the future, give or take. October, November-ish. And if you like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up, as it helps me to know what you want. What do we have here for Cancer, please? Love. So I'm not going to read, and I usually don't read it typically anyways, but I'm not going to read the card as the energy. I'm going to read it as you. So I'm going to describe that to you in a second. Who is Cancer? Just breathe, my meditation card. I actually want one more. Love abounds. Wow. That's beautiful around you. And then we're going to look at the person that you're dealing with. I'm going to get into the cards in a second. Who is Cancer dealing with, please? Helpless and hopeless. Helpless and hopeless. Interesting. Take the lead. And one more. Simply love. Okay. So we're going to start with you here, Cancer. Love. Just breathe and love abounds. Okay, so I feel, if we just look at the cards within themselves, this is just completely gorgeous, right? But I'm sort of aligning it with your character, what comes through around you at this time. So actually what I'm getting is that someone is quite frustrated. This love card, like we have, if we look closely here, you can see like in the background, I'm going to show you closer. In the background, behind this little twist and turny thingy, we have a bamboo shooting up. You see that there? Like there's a darker yellow, if you look at it that way, or beige color. That is bamboo. And for me, the bamboo represents that like you can sort of put some seed down, and then you don't see evidence of it being there. If you didn't know that the bamboo was planted, you had no idea. You have just literally no idea that it's there, because it doesn't show anything until it does. And when it does, it goes through the roof in like such a short amount of time. It goes from nothing. It takes forever for it to sit underneath the soil. And then when it comes out, it's like bam, and it turns into like this huge thing over the course of a couple of days and a couple of weeks. And there's something here in the waiting process. So we have this, it is the love card, it's the love energy. We have been putting down some seeds, but we sort of haven't really seen any real indication of true change. It might just be a feeling, and it should be enough with that feeling. I know how hard that is, to just trust that the feeling is telling you that you're moving in the right direction, but you might not see sort of different stuff happening on the outside of you. And this leads me to feel that you're frustrated. And we have the just breathe, like it's almost coming through. It might be that you're trying your darndest to just find that center within yourself, to find that, to just feel like, okay, I'm just going to sit tight. I'm just going to wait for this. I'm going to do my meditation. I'm going to center myself, so that you can accomplish or receive or allow whatever it is that you want to receive or allow, together with the law of bounds. So I just feel like you're not dealing with too much hardship in your surrounding. And you might want to slap me for that one, because if you are like, well, you try to walk a mile in my shoe and you have a different story there. I just feel like if there's worry, it's unnecessary. And it's also something like, okay, try to tell someone to stop worry when they're worried. It's a little bit tough. So this might not even be like a good time for you to even listen into this message, because it's like, it asks you to work on patience when patience is the last thing you want to work on. It asks you to not worry. If worried is what you are, then it's really tough to just stop worrying. There's just, the feeling here is that you have love around you, that we have solutions around you, and you're a little bit on edge. You are frustrated and you're working on finding your center. Okay, and then the person that you're dealing with, I feel like this is someone younger. Doesn't necessarily, I mean, it's a general read. So obviously there could be someone that's, this very specific message comes through as someone that's younger than you, or have like a, is that the word, the juvenile? Don't judge the language. I'm Swedish. Juvenile. I think it's juvenile. Like it's a younger, so even though they might be older in age, they have like a younger, more immature energy. So maybe you're even younger at them at age, but you feel more mature than them. So it's coming through as a younger energy. So whether this is a friend, a coworker, a family member, child, parent, like whoever this is to you, I just feel like this is someone that recently, so actually first glance here, it doesn't look good, right? Hopeless and helpless. Helpless and hopeless. But we have number 8. So number 8 is all about strength and power. And this is someone that has been through it. So someone in your immediate surrounding, this can't be someone that you know of. This is someone that you're dealing with that infects, I was going to say, that influences your energy, that it's like in your surrounding. You really know about this person. So they have been through it, really through it. Like they have dealt with a lot of stuff. So they've probably been under the weather, down and out, feeling really low in their energy, but they are coming back online with rather quickly, I want to say, because it feels like they've regained their purpose, they regained a lot of energy, they regained direction. There's something about this person that might surprise you, that you thought that forever and ever you're just not going to see a change in them, but then actually they are changing. So maybe it's even, I was talking to a person in the personal reading the other day about this actually, that when we have a really clear picture of who someone is, we hold them there quite tightly, right? It's a little bit tricky almost to switch our perception of someone as they have shown their face. We are almost like super, super sure even who they are and who they will show up as. So this might even inspire you a little bit, Cancer, to meet this person where they want to be. It's a similar feel to Pisces here. So if you have a Pisces connection, please check that video out. It's a feeling of like, maybe I need to just check in with this person in a different way, in a different way that I view them. I know, like, for personal story here is that for the longest time, 10, 15, no, that's even longer, Jesus, that's 15, 20 years ago, weird since I'm only 25, my ex was like, rightly so, really upset that I could never be on time. It was not in his head. I was never on time. I really wasn't. And it took like a real effort, a really big like change on my part to just say, okay, I'm just not gonna, disrespect people anymore, because that's literally what it is. You disrespect other people's time as you decide this is the time that I'm gonna show up, right? So I worked really hard on that. I really, really put all the energy into it to really make sure I was on time. And I started up being on time for things and really was really proud of it. And my ex just kept feeling, thinking, viewing, perceiving me as someone that just wasn't. I couldn't even point out that I was on time, and he still had the thought that I just wasn't. When we still had the conversation, like, please, can you just be on time? It's like, how long are you going to continue to say that, please be on time? I've been on time so many times now. Please help me. Please support me in the way that you stop actually now the projection that you have of me, because it's just not even real anymore. It was really tough for him to change his idea that I was never on time to that I actually was on time, even if I was and had been for quite some time. So, time. So there could even be that you have this idea about this person around you that they might never be on time. They might not, they never have any money. They are this hopeless case, or they, whoever they are, like they are. And I understand if you have a gazillion, like a lifetime of proof that this is what they are, and they just never seem to change. And it's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to change this person, right? But as you hold them really vividly clear in your mind's eye about who you want them to be, or who you think that they would like to be if they only knew how, you might get a very different version of them. Because I see that this is someone that really wants to change. Okay. And just because you're going through this frustration of yours, this frustration might be actually literally because of this person. The frustration of waiting for something to happen, or waiting for things to heal, or waiting for things to work out might actually be due to this person. But it's not going to resonate for all of you, because that's not the main message. The main message is that you are quite frustrated of something, or a little bit impatient. You want something to really happen here, and are working on it, like by going through, or this is the inspiration to go into meditation, find your center, and just know that love abounds. Like, you have so much love around you. This can be like separate from this person, but this is still the person that you're dealing with. Okay. And feel free to swap the characters around. If you recognize yourself as the one that, you've been down and out for quite some time, and now you've regained your power, you've regained your energy, you're the person who's like, who I have just described, and then swap them around. Okay, what can we say about this situation, please, for Cancer? Excuse me. Situation for Cancer. For whatever reason, Virgo just popped into my head. So maybe this person that you're dealing with actually is a Virgo, or I haven't posted Virgo. I haven't done Virgo yet, so I can't say what that's about. But maybe check out for the Virgo reading as I'm posting it. Maybe you have a strong Virgo in your chart. What can we say for Cancer here? Power. There's the 8 again. Sacrifice. And I'm drawn to another deck as well. I just feel like there's one more that wants to jump out. Partnerships and alliances. It didn't really come out. It's going to come now. Okay. Balance. 8, 12, 11. Yeah. Due to you dealing with this person, I just feel that there's so much opportunities here. I mean, however much we are, how should I say this? Like, we think that other people are just other people and they're acting the way that they're acting, right? But if we take it as a mirror or as a projection or as like an opportunity, I know it doesn't feel like an opportunity always. Trust me, I can relate. That, you know, you just really want some people out of your life or some people to stop behaving the way or change their behavior, whatever. But there's always like a, I don't call it, I don't, I'm struggling with finding like a word for it because it's not a lesson, but it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to view something within yourself here, Cancer, that there's some true potential, there's some true power that really wants to come to the surface due to what's going on between you and the person that you're dealing with right now. Does that make sense? There's real authentic power to be found here within this place, meaning that you can regulate, self-regulate your emotions more, that you can not be so much like a victim for circumstance, or that you so want to, that's just the way that they are. Or even like certain things that we describe, this is just my personality. No, it's not. It might be something that you've repeated over and over and over again. Does it work? Good for you, then continue to do it. If it doesn't work, you don't have to subscribe it to your personality. It's actually something you can change. And this seems to be a really good situation, both for you and them, that the way that whatever they're going through, they're searching for their power. And whatever you're going through, you're searching for your power in this very instance. A true power within yourself. And I got the other card first. And then this is a sacrifice situation. And I feel for the both of you, and you especially here, Cancer, I feel that you've sacrificed a lot due to this relationship. Like, this might even be that you have a little bit of a codependency. If I were to compare it to my like oldest son, I would say that I probably have been a little bit codependent, not even a little bit, very codependent when it comes to keeping him financially set. If he's struggling, like I probably haven't let him figure that out on his own for 2 minutes without wanting to jump in and say, can I help you in some way? Can I? And I don't mean just giving money. I could say, no, I haven't helped him with money unless that's your thing. I could say I would have helped him to get the money that he needs, but that's still not letting him figure it out on his own. If that makes sense, like anything like that, where we sort of don't see it. I do it with my youngest. Like he puts his shoes on, or he puts his jacket on or something, and it's a little bit tricky with his zipper or something like that. And I was so quick to be there to just, he's like, I can do it myself. Like, of course you can. Sorry. Because I think I'm helping, but you know, it's not help. It might not be as mild. It can be that mild up to you really have sacrificed some stuff here, Cancer, in your life due to work with this youth or be with this younger person. I actually just now got that this can be even be that you have sacrificed a lot to create a beautiful life for your children, or to take care of a child somehow. It might even be an adoptive child, or like, yeah, that's a very specific situation. So that might be like one Cancer out there that recognizes that. But like, other than that, I feel like you sacrifice a lot for this relationship. And I feel like that's what you're coming out from. You're really starting to choose yourself as they are starting to come into their own. So it's like a really beautiful win-win situation here. Still frustration, still working on the patience, but where was it there? And then to find balance. And I get this a lot around your meditation card, that this is so much about like, find that inner balance. Go searching for that centeredness. Search for that stability. You know, sometimes we can even, you know, we think that maybe we are so grounded and we're so stable and we're so balanced. And it takes that one person, or it takes that one phone call, or one thing that happens to just jank us right out of that, what we thought was a balanced situation. So sometimes it's even helpful to see if other people are acting in a certain way, exactly how balanced are we, you know? And it's not to point out, ha, you are not, but it might be that you think you don't really understand why stuff doesn't really fall more into place that it feels like it should. And if it just takes that one person to sort of get you off your balance a little bit, there's your answer, that you are maybe not so anchored in as you think that you are. So like it truly, this is about you finding balance. It's about you finding power, the power within, as it is for them. But this is a reading for you. So this is what it's going to give you. If you want it, if you take it. Okay, what else can we say for Cancer in their situation, please? We have young, not as in youth, but young, yin and yang. Go the distance, don't give up. Yeah, this is a lot about like, just continue to do you, Cancer. If we start with this card, go the distance, this is very much about like, don't give up, continue to do whatever it is that you're doing, because it really is working. You need to work on that patience a little bit, and you need to work on that frustration, that you sometimes get a little bit frustrated or flustered that a situation hasn't solved itself or that it doesn't really work. And the yang energy, this is very much about like, I wasn't going to say discipline, but I get discipline around this card. So maybe like a disciplined, stay in your own lane, stay in your own integrity. It's time to choose yourself. Don't put yourself on the back burner. Like don't choose yourself last. Put yourself more first, or at least in the middle. Start to practice that and really sort of be the charge. Be in charge, take the lead in this situation moving forward. And it's the yang is very masculine. So it's like, it's about structure. It's about organizing, planning, you know, having an agenda is not as having an agenda, like I have an agenda with this, like there's a manipulation. I just mean, what are your goals for the day? What's your intention? Set the intention for the day and stick to it. I just feel like if you sort of go outside and you don't really have like a direction, where do you end up? Where do you go? But if you have like in each phone call, in each conversation, in each email, in each encounter with like whoever, and especially this person that you're dealing with, if you have set the clear intention that you're going to stay in your integrity, that you're really on your path, that you're sticking to your power or accessing your power right now and your balance, if you set the intention on where you want to go and get like really clear, it's much harder for you to lose that balance. So it's saying don't give up, continue to do whatever it is that you're doing, because even if it feels like it's a little bit frustrating and it's for your sake to find your balance and to find your center and your power, and there's impatience there, it's still on the right path. You're doing a really good job here, Cancer. Just get a little bit more disciplined and structured, and it will work out. Okay? That's what I have for you, beautiful Cancer. I hope this is helpful. I hope you got some tools there to deal with your person and know really what's going on. They really are trying the best that they can here to move in the right direction, and they seem to do so. So maybe we even need to practice that they are showing up in a different version that we're used to see them in. Okay? Please give it a thumbs up if you like this way of reading, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me a lot. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Take care.